Hello, and welcome to another update video about ADA. Yeah, ADA, we just want to take a look at the 30-minute chart here today. As per yesterday's update, we had a few parameters to watch. The trend line got broken. That was a, you could say bullish signal, but anyway, a trend line got broken. We saw the market respected that trend line and then it broke. I think one of the last updates I sent through in our gold membership yesterday, let me just open it. It was related to the trend line, if I remember. Oh yeah, it was the price could be preparing for a breakout above the trend line. That was late yesterday and it did that. Now you might say, okay, it's not a massive breakout. No, it's not. But we still, depending on how you trade this as an intraday trader, it was a decent move up on the smaller time frame for someone who's trading intraday, for someone who's using trend lines to trade. This was not a bad move, but I'm not saying this would be a major breakout and we go to the moon from here. That's not the case. In fact, we were already yesterday pretty close to a completed 5-wave move up on the smaller time frame. There are a few things to talk about. First of all, a lot of coins are working possibly on a reversal to the upside. Now, there are the weaker ones, there are the stronger ones. Solana is one of the stronger ones at the moment. ADA is clearly one of the weaker ones. Why do I say that? Because ADA is still holding below resistance. We haven't broken resistance. Okay, we broke a trend line, but the resistance area that I already showed you, I think it was on Monday, which goes up to 34.4 cents. That's still holding. That's not broken. So as long as we stay below resistance, that's initial Fibonacci resistance. Yeah, one more low is still plausible and still likely. Yeah, because this is the wave count for a C wave to the downside, and we can say this was a wave 1, this is a wave 2, this is a wave 3, wave 4 bounce, one more low in wave 5. Absolutely possible, plausible, and very likely. Regardless of a possible 5-wave move up, it's too small anyway to be reliable. It's just the potential I show you. So we could easily get another low. Now, that just means we have a support area to watch. And if that support area breaks, here's our lower low. The support zone is defined between 28.8 cents and 31.4 cents. So the fact that we have a possible 5-wave move up allows me to add a support zone to the chart. And it's a Fibonacci support zone for a corrective pullback. If the pullback is corrective and we can hold above 28.8 cents, then this could be a bounce and the start of a third wave rally, which would then also lead to a break above the initial resistance area. But obviously any break below 28.8 cents would clarify, clarity is good, would clarify that we're getting one more low with a very high likelihood. Everything I'm talking about is probabilistic, right? There are no certainties. The only certainty we get is that if we break below the Monday low, that's at 27.5 cents, it would invalidate this yellow 1-2 setup. It would invalidate this possible setup for higher prices. I wouldn't call it a high quality setup. It's a very small time frame. The move to the upside, yeah, I interpret it as a 5-wave move just because of the Fib levels. I've seen wave counts where people call it a 1-2-1-2 setup. That's too bullish in my view. So 1-2, and then I think the wave count was like, oh, and this is another leading diagonal, like a 1-2. Possible. Anything is possible, but these so-called nested 1-2 setups, a 1-2-1-2, maybe even another 1-2 setup, throughout the entire bull market, these wave counts have failed, and I haven't shown them because, you know, a lot of times I could have said, oh, let's see, this could be a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 setup, and we go to the moon. They just haven't worked. And I can't remember I've ever showed one in this bull market because, first of all, they need to prove themselves. And unless this is now the start of a major rally, this is not a plausible scenario. But it could be. I mean, I'd rather show a lower support area because I'm always focusing on risk management. So that means the risk is down here. Doesn't mean we have to go there. It just means the risk is down here. This means that even in a bullish scenario, we would have to allow the price to dip into this region. So you have to position for that potential if you want to. Obviously up here, buying now is a bit late, but you could wait for a dip. Or if you want to buy, you have to, if you trade this setup, you have to set a stop somewhere down there. And that means the position size needs to be tiny up here. Hope that makes sense. So it's just showing you the risk. Bear in mind that ADA needs to break above the resistance still to, let's say, increase probabilities for this yellow count at 34.4 cents. So overall, not looking too bad, but essentially it's just currently doing what Bitcoin is doing. We're moving in some kind of an ascending wedge pattern there. Pay attention to a break of these trend lines. I'll keep you updated about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.